Welcome back to What's the 411 News, where we bring you news observation, interpretation, and news commentary from an FBA and BGR perspective. Let's get it. All right, everybody. Welcome back to What's the 411 News. Yes, indeed. You see it on the screen. This is Reparations Month, and we into the Real Reparations Movement, Part 7. All right. Like I said, this is going to get even hotter. It's going to get more deeper. All right. With the information. And so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to What's the 411 News. And you're going to enjoy this one as all the others. All right, going to be very informative. It's going to get really deep. Like I told y'all, it's going to get really hot. All right. The information is going to be there. All right. So, with that being said, we're going to get right into the video with no wasted time. All right. So let's get right into it. Roll the video.
So from California, we have the lovely attorney, Miss Connie Collins. This is freaking beautiful. This is beautiful. Can you guys imagine if we had greater lead time? This is love. This is family. This is who we are. This is our culture. What this rally is about, it's about us. It's about our culture. See how naturally we didn't feel any type of way. This is what we do. We're here in the nation's capital that we built, right? Look around you. Who did this? Who did this? We did this, right? Who designed Washington, D.C.? Somebody. Benjamin Banneker, a freedman, a foundational Black American. So what my message is today, hold your head high every day. Don't let anybody tell you that you don't have a right to define who you are as a people, who we are as a people. We are freedmen. We are recognized by the federal government as emancipated persons, formerly enslaved. Don't let anybody, oh, you used to be a slave. Damn right. Damn right. And we survived. And we're resilient. And we're improvisational. We are the most creative, athletic, intelligent, artistic, creative, loving, kind. Who are we? We're freedmen. Foundational Black Americans. So what I want you guys to take away from this today, this is like a recalibration of who we are. This movement is beautiful. I don't think it's been since 1965, since the Civil Rights Movement. This is a humanitarian movement. This is the first time that we put ourselves first. They have us so convinced we got to bring these people with us. The brown people, the LGBTQ, the people who swim in the sea. Right? Don't fall for that anymore. Do not fall for that. You stand strong. You don't have to drag anybody on our coattails. We're great people, and as they say, to whom much is given, much is expected. We've been a very humble people. Very humble. If we were half, 1/10, 1/32 as violent as they said we were, nobody would be here. Because we're humble. Because we're great. Because we're family. And then they'll tell you, oh, you don't have a culture. Now let's talk about family. They say we have no culture, so we watch the media. What do they do on the media? They don't show you a full Black family. They don't show you a full Black family. They're going to show you a Black man with another, a Black woman with another, right? They're going to show a single mother. What this movement is about You're out here, you're being active. That means you're being an activist in this moment. You are being an activist just by being here. Now, what I need you to do, this is a mini call to action. When you leave here, you make sure you pick a lane and do something. Some of you start with the media. Get busy. Start contacting the media and say, I don't like the visuals. We don't have to keep saying this is how it is. This is not how it is. You know, let's look at the Kyrie situation. Let's look at that. The message that I'm taking away from this, Kyrie caught a stray. Kyrie caught a stray, but the message they're sending us is none of us get to speak. Not against the people that are coming after him, but anybody. If you pay attention, any other ethnic group, if you say something about Latinos, you've got to apologize. You've got to write a check. You say something about Asians, you've got to write a check, right? You say something about Eastern Europeans, you got to write a check, lose your career. Fat people, no offense to fat people, I love to eat. However, fat people and black American freedmen are the only people that can be insulted in this country and have no repercussions. So it's time to wake up. Now back to family and culture. One of the things that I hear a lot of us saying is, oh, I'm just regular black. Who's regular black? All the regular blacks step forward. I want to see you so I can talk about you. Okay. You're not regular black, you're original black. The term black is not to be argued. No offense to immigrants. If you're allying with us, we welcome you. We consider you brothers and sisters if you are on code. If you are on code. And what that means, what being on code means as another type of black person, a black immigrant, that means that you do not speak against us in our country, in the land that we built. You do not speak against reparations. You do not get on television talking about them lazy people. They need to get over slavery. That's what's holding them back. Does anybody tell the Jews to get over the Holocaust? Does anybody tell the Armenians to get over the Armenian genocide? No. We are the only people that isn't allowed to have a past, a present, and a future. We are the only people that are told, get over it. You'll just do better. And what that really means is kiss up to the whites. And we're seeing a lot of immigrants come here, and they're coming for comfort. And that's why they get along so well. We can't forget, because we need our reparations. Our generational wealth was stolen. Why would we forget? Why would we forget what happened to our ancestors? Why would we forget our history? We see white supremacists saying, we see white supremacists saying, hey, you know what? We're just, the Confederate flag, we're just honoring our history. Why is it that everybody else gets to honor our history and we're supposed to have our heads hung low? No more. No more. We have a right to have a history. We have a right to speak on all of the atrocities and injustices heaped upon us. And that's why we're demanding reparations. If we don't get reparations, we're doomed. How are we the poorest people in the nation that we built? We were here before the founding of this country. How are we the bottom rung of the ladder? That is intentional. It is systematic. So when people tell you reparations is a handout, or you're just lazy, you want to be a victim, first of all, yeah, I'm a victim. How come everybody else gets to be a victim? Right? Everybody gets to talk about who victimized them, and like, people don't even know this. The Jews are still getting reparations from the United States. Right? Joe Biden said after he was pushed and pushed and pushed, and thank you for the grassroots, because we're pushing this reparations conversation. So Joe Biden said, you know what? I'm not interested in reparations. And then one day he switched up. Oh yeah, I'm for reparations as long as the Native Americans get it. What? First of all, the Native American, I'm not even going to go into the full history of Native Americans. The Native Americans just got half of Oklahoma's land. They have casinos. Some of them get hundreds of thousands of dollars when they turn 21. They have nothing to do with us. We have a different justice claim. This is not a handout. This is a debt. It is a debt for 250 years and sometimes more for being sold by West Africans to white Europeans, to being kidnapped, to being sexually trafficked, to being separated from our families. We're going to get real dirty about this because everybody wants to talk about slavery as if it's just some hard work. No, we're going to talk about this today. Our parents, our forefathers, our ancestors, not our parents, sorry about that, they were raped. Know this if you don't know your history. Men, women, children, and babies. Everything that is illegal today was legal then. That's why we're old. It's a government-sanctioned atrocity and injustice. We worked sometimes till the meat fell off our bones. Literally. And then they killed them because they were of no use. We were fed, our babies were fed to alligators. These are the things, if you don't know, dig into your history so you know why you are old. Reparations. This is getting heavy. I know, it's not a pretty topic, right? But we need to know what happened to us. All these patents that we had just during enslavement, we had 50,000 patents from enslavement to Reconstruction, and we have even more. I'll get into that in a minute. But we did that during enslavement. A lot of people don't know this. The way to get free was to enrich your slave master. Create something, save his life. I forgot what else. We have been inventing and being geniuses since we set foot here. The best culinary dishes come from us, right? Southern food is us. So we're owed for slavery. We built our own cities and towns. 200 to 300 of our towns were burnt down or flooded. You've all heard of Black Wall Street. We had many Black Wall Streets, not just one. Know your history. We had towns with airports, train stations, libraries, grocery stores. Know your history. Dig deep. We've never stood a chance. There's nothing wrong with us, family. We are good at uniting, but we're dealing with a devil that's good at destruction. We're dealing with a devil that erases our history. Okay, you know when they talk about a handout? How many times do white people get handouts? I'm just going to talk about one of them. When you look around and you see white people with all these beautiful homes, whatever city you live in, every little pocket, the Homestead Act. They were given free land and land grants to farm and homes, and as long as they farmed them for the first 5 years, free. Meanwhile, we were here, we didn't get that. Then we went through 34, 35 years. Denial of GI benefits, denial of Social Security benefits, denial of unemployment, but we've been here paying taxes. But white people got that, but you got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Now let's think about mass incarceration. We all know about how the officers of today derive from the overseers.
That's right.
Right back to prison, right? Denied education, right? Medical apartheid, gentrification, driving freeways, building freeways through our community. And now we're seeing a repeat of the Homestead Act, where white immigrants came in, got free land, and now we're seeing Joe Biden flooding this country with illegal immigrants. I don't begrudge illegal immigrants a place in our society, but the government is supposed to protect It's citizens. We are citizens. The government is supposed to ensure our prosperity. Look at what Mayor Eric Adams is doing. How do you get an Xbox, a place to live, free transportation vouchers, cash cards, and we have Black Americans living on the street at the homeless rate of 50%. This is what reparations is about, and don't you hang your head. Don't you let anybody tell you, oh, you're being divisive. You're being xenophobic. No, what you're doing is you're being you. Hold your head up. Delineate. We have a lineage. We are Black American freedmen. That's who we are. We are foundational Black Americans. What I'm going to start closing with is I hit all the points of why we're owed reparations. This is not a handout. When the government does wrong, they pay. We just told you they paid the Jews. We told you they paid the Native Americans. They paid the Japanese. They paid other harmed groups. They paid the Romanians. They paid the white slave owners for freeing us. You know why? Because we were property. They got reparations, but all of a sudden everybody becomes a financial guru when it comes to us getting reparations. Well, where you gonna get that money from? Well, who gonna pay that? Oh, you gonna break the country. But we're sending money to Nazi Ukrainians, right? Hand over fist. We're sending foreign aid to every country in the world that the United States destabilizes. But people want to know where the money's coming from. They just churn it out when they need it, right? Where's the money coming from to send everybody a COVID check? So I'm going to say this in closing, guys. This is beautiful. Thank you for coming out. I just want to do... Thank you. Walk away with your head held high. Don't argue with anybody. You know who you are. Stick tight with your people. Peace, love, and reparations. One more time. Peace, love, and reparations. Give it up for Miss Connie Collins. Awesome, awesome.
All right, man. Yeah, Connie, she broke some things down. She got a little deep. She got under the skin with it. She got in the gut with it. She hit below the gut, right? So yeah, she broke a lot of things down, out of facts, straight facts. All right. This is why foundational Black Americans need to get that reparations. Everybody else has been getting it, and some are still getting it. Like, we continue to let you know it's happening. And the biggest one they keep talking about is Ukraine. And not only that, what she didn't also mention was that there are Ukrainians over here now in the US. All right. And they get some benefits even coming over here. Everybody gets benefits, but for some reason, why is there so much hate about having Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, get what's actually owed to them? Yeah, ancestors that have been working their butts off from sun up to sundown didn't get a dime for it, right? And then you got that knucklehead in Florida, that Florida governor, wanting to change the history books, right? Wants to make it seem a little less sharp. Oh, they want to say that Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, benefited as a slave. Oh, so you benefited by getting hung, right? You benefited by, just like CC mentioned, Connie, aka CC, Black Americans just benefited by having their skin just burnt off of them, peeling off of them, and then getting thrown out and killed because they were no longer any use. That's a benefit, right? They got, foundational Black Americans benefited from having their children thrown to alligators, right? That was a benefit. Right? Ron DeSantis, that's a benefit, right? And he's running for president. Right. Okay. So yeah, man. Connie broke it down to the very last compound. And like I told y'all, man, it's getting hot and heavy. All right. It's getting hot and heavy. So we appreciate y'all, man, for checking this out. Be sure to share this out. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button so it lets the algorithms know that, hey, this is a worthy channel to be checking out, man. They give you some good information. All right. And then we appreciate y'all. All right. So we're going to get out of here. Be looking out for the Real Reparations Movement Part 8 coming soon. Coming tomorrow. When I say soon, the next day. All right. So like I always say, no matter where you are around the world, you can always bet on the new black media. This is What's the 411 News, and I'm out. Peace. Welcome back to What's the 411 News, where we bring you news observation, interpretation, and news commentary from an FBA and BGR perspective. Let's get it.